find over here. Do you watch the Despicable Me? The toy is so cute! Something like that. Okay, enough about rule of third. So, you got a drift about rule of third? I have another 15 minutes. Rizal betul lah, tak cukup masa. Okay, let's proceed about shape and line. Whenever we look about shape, about lines, first of all, we have lines. Whenever we have lines, intersection of line, then we can have patterns. So pattern can make up a surface and then it creates shapes. So whenever we shape become one object, another object, then we can create a relationship to it. As an example. What do I call this in English?
Catch.
Fish trap? This is so huge that actually it can trap human as well. How many people shoot this one? A lot of people. But how many people might go into like this? Not that many. And how many people put flash under the trap? That one not many. So I'm start to use wireless flash to bring the dramatic effect, the element of lights. Okay, one of the skill that we talked about earlier, the skill that every photographer must have is able to visualize how the camera going to get the photo for you. Because sometimes you need to do like a bit slow shutter, a bit high shutter. So as an example like this, whenever you look at the scene, the line is not that visible. But I know too well, whenever I look at it, if I underexpose by one stop, the line gonna be clearer. If I play with vivid, the red gonna come out more. If I set my white balance to Kelvin 8000 and above, the whole orangey gonna come out. Because I understand the camera, then I can able to guide the camera to take what I want to see. So again, we're talking about line, sorry. So the line is about, those are the lines. And then lines, shape, create patterns. This is a very simple pattern that I saw in Taipei. This is not something that you might think. Yes, it's lotus shape. Why are you smiling? Thumbs up.
What?
Okay, again, it is just a line just to show that this is not a good photo. This is a very much snapshot because not much thing about it that I can share with you. But what attracts me is that it's line here, line there, and then so much of colorful that then I just shoot it. Okay, can you see this line? Where is this line?
Curve.
First, there are like the 10 over there is pointing to this Dewan Undangan Negeri, right? And then there is this water fountain plus with the lights, that guiding to the subject. Next. I'm using line and also some shape over here. This is in one of my, I'm a team builder. This is one of the training that I do. So whenever they are so busy doing activity, I bring camera. So this is something that what I do also. So you can see a lot of triangle formation and also create something like a vision, a line vision. You can point to the subject. Do you see the pattern over here?
Triangle.
There are 3 dominant trees in the foreground and consistent with the shape of the hill. Okay, again, this is again about line. It's about guiding. It not necessarily have to be line, must be one line pointing there. So it also can be a shape, which is this shape is pointing to the island. So this shows some relationship between the boat and to the island. Okay, this line is quite evident. You can see a sandbank pointing to the hill. It's a next island actually. And the wood also is inside the sea is giving a clue on where the eye going to look at. This is the classic you want to use line. Some actually snap this. This is our Dewa Pai Pai Jilo that she want to play that. That he want to play that. So
No, he's not allowed to play that.
Yes.
Overage.
Whoa.
Okay, this is again another leading line to point to the whole sky, which is
Star braid.
not that evident or not that clear over here, but you get the drift. Again, there is a shape. 5 more minutes. Okay. Division and framing. Division identify and allowing contrast. Okay, whenever we look into division, meaning that you want to allow contrast so that you can compare. Whenever we have two objects, we can create comparison. We can have a relationship towards these two objects. And framing also assigning space for balance and containment. Because whenever you use frame, you always feel like more balanced and more at peace. Okay, this is not a frame that I'm talking about, but this is again about division. One is going up, one is going down. In a very simple that you can find almost everywhere. Just need to focus on how you want to look about it. Wow, you see how come don't put thing in the center, but now it's center. The ground is center, the sky is center. Bad example. It is. But if you support with another element, then it's not going to be that bad anymore, because if you realize it's a path for the plane to take off. Then again, the balance can create another balance. So this is a classic example of frame, using something else to frame something else. This is also again another frame. This is Masjid Jamek, which I'm supposed to go just now at Friday, but I didn't go. Oops. Oops. So at certain angle you can see this shape, especially if you use black and white, and then whenever there is a bright sun about 10 or 11, it's very nice. Again, another frame. This is a complex craft tangan, using all this wood craft. And I'm just using a simple, this is what, coconut tree to frame KSCC. But I really never shoot around KSCC yet. Serious.
Tahu juga apa?
Okay, there's again another example. Okay, frame not necessarily you have to cover the whole thing. Sometimes a little bit guidance can support it as a frame as well. But this is a very weak example of frame, but it's a frame nonetheless.